Today is a fascinating subject based on raw material. Ross speaks on sexuality and sexual energy transferred based on the chakra system. And so this thought form here will be assisting me just to give you the reference guide on chakras. Ross says that the reason for bisexual reproduction is the opportunity to serve other selves, which promotes spiritual evolution. So the entire structure of gender and family is to evolve to the open heart, to the non-judgment, and realizing yourself as a creator in your third eye chakra. Sexual energy transfer is a great aid in comprehension of true nature of beingness. There are many forms of sexual energy exchange, from the basic chakra, the red ray, all the way to the sixth chakra. So, angels have sex too. I didn't know about that. But let's talk about humans for now. So chakras, how do they occur? Our being is like a prism, which breaks down the universal love light energy into a spectrum of colors, which has their own attributes and vibration, and those are the rays, those are the colors of the chakras. So let's begin with the red ray. Red ray is the random energy transfer having to do only with reproduction and reproductive system. It's more like an intelligence of the body, which facilitates the conception and the growth of the organisms. All plants and animals have it too. They don't think, they just reproduce. It's pure in its nature. Orange ray is the energy of desire. It's a desire to know the true love in your heart, and also to know yourself as an infinite creator in the higher chakras. And the yellow ray is the energy of free will, your willpower, so that you have that inner freedom to create and know that you can create anything you want. However, when these chakras are blocked, this is where most terrible sexual perversions occur. Blockage of orange ray creates a desire for power over individuals, one being seen as an object rather than other self, a person seeing itself as a plunderer or master of the situation. Another will experience pleasure of humiliation by slavery or bondage. This way, a sexual energy transfer of negative polarity is experienced. Blockage in the orange center creates a never-ending appetite for sexual activity. The blockage of yellow ray creates a desire to have power over groups, societies, or a large number of people. The examples are enslaving a nation or desire for conquest of the world. Ross says that the negative path, or the dark side, is using the blockages of these two chakras to disseminate the evil on earth. These rays, used in a dedicated fashion, will bring about the contact with intelligent infinity. The contact with intelligent infinity gives you powers up to a certain level, up to 6 density, because only up to 6 density the polarity exists. After this, everything merges together by a gravitational pull of love on the 7th density. Everything becomes oneness anyways, but that struggle begins until we will reach that level right here. So people who prone to that negative path are often using black magic rituals or satanic rituals to access that power. And often part of the rituals is the sexual abuse, slavery, bondage, etc. So now the question is how the blockages of these levels are created. And Ross says that as people become open to the greed of ownership, the distortions begin to filter down through the tree of mind into body complex expressions. The sexual expression being basic to this complex, which is to the body complex. So everything begins with your mind and the body responds. So watch the mind. The sexual energy blockages are basically the product of beingness chosen freely by your people. Remember that the first law of universe is the law of free will. So you can always choose what to do or not to do. So, all the rapists, sex addicts, perverts, some politicians and other entities seeking power over others, even serial killers, their life energy is stuck in these two centers. However, the deepest desire of these two centers is to seek the love and connection of a green ray, of true love, of the open heart. And so to heal, there are many ways to get there. Meditation, raising your vibration, taking shrooms. Now the green ray is the complete universality of love. Green ray is giving without expectation of return. This is when people can experience joy, which is a metaphysical attribute of intelligent energy. In green ray, it is open in both people. There is a mutually strengthening energy transfer during sex. The female is drawing the energy from the roots of the beingness through the energy centers, thus being physically revitalized. The male finds in this energy transfer an inspiration which satisfies and feeds the spirit portion of the man, both releasing the access of that which each has an abundance by nature of intelligent energy, negative intuitive in the woman and positive physical in the man. It's a beautiful balance of yin and yang expressed through genders in humans. So when both partners have open heart, the woman draws the energy from 0 point field, as I understand it, and offers it to a man. And the man finds an inspiration to create in life and build all these wonderful things and invent things like building a Taj Mahal for her. So that's why traditionally men are providing for women, because a woman offers him that energy of universal love and inspiration. And that's why there is saying that behind every great man, there is a great woman. What blocks the open heart is the fear of possession, or fear of being possessed, or desire of possession or being possessed. And so if one person in a relationship has the open heart and the other doesn't, the first will feel drained because keep giving, and the other one cannot receive. If your heart is not open, you cannot receive the green ray from your partner. And if the partner is blocked in the orange, it will be he or she will be constantly unsatisfied because they have unlimited desire for sexual activity and never feel the satisfaction. So it's not going to be a balanced relationship. Both have to be on the same page. Having children is another great expression in offering the green ray in service to others. When we say love others like yourself, sometimes it's hard to see yourself in others, in your neighbor. But it's much easier to see yourself in your own child, because a child looks like you, it has your genetics. Parenthood is a potential for great service in this area of the nurturing of a small experienced entity until it gains experience. Although there is always a possibility of using this opportunity to serve to polarize towards the negative. When we don't love ourselves, we cannot love others. And thus there are so many traumatic childhood and traumatic parenthoods. Now Ra has very interesting perspective on marriage, and I will quote him. There is a contamination of pure sexual energy transfer in racial memory, showing in adversary relationship such as marriage, rather than free giving one to another in the love and the light of one infinite creator. Wow, I agree. Now, Ra on homosexuality. Ra says that entities experience a great deal of distortion if in the previous lifetimes they were mostly the opposite sex. So let's say if you are a man now, but were 65% or over in your previous lifetime a woman, then there will be a more higher tendency to being a homosexual in this lifetime. Also, Ross says, due to the difficult vibratory condition of your planetary sphere in your crowded urban areas, these conditions will occur as well. The bisexual reproductive urge has a goal or desire to serve others, but in an overcrowded situations where a person is under constant bombardment from other people, it is understandable that those who are especially sensitive would not feel the desire to be of service to other selves. This would also cause a blockage of a red ray reproductive energy. In a non-crowded environment, many of the entities would seek a solitude, seek inner path, or serving to others like a priest or a monk. Although many priests who began that path but didn't process all the blockages of the lower chakras are far away from being pure. Also, the first sexual experience in which a person is intensely involved will imprint upon the entity for this lifetime a set of preferences. Now, the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is the ability to express yourself freely without fear of judgment and to accept others fully with no judgment, thus giving them the freedom to express themselves without fear. This is an offering of a non-conditional acceptance. Ra mentions that in a partnership, if one person has his or her heart open and the partner is more developed with blue or even indigo centers are open, then this partner becomes a catalyst for further spiritual growth. However, when one of the partners has blockages on the levels of the yellow or orange rays, then that person is unable to receive the love, the freedom, and the knowledge of itself as a creator from his or her partner. And so no tantric sex, which happens in the indigo path. You missing out, you power-seeking sluts. Hey, no judgment. Now, speaking of tantric sex, it's only possible when both partners have their indigo ray open. Indigo ray is experiencing itself as the creator. So the sexual energy transfer is from creator to the creator in its allness and the wholeness of it. This is the sacramental portion of the body-mind-spirit complex, where contact may be made through violet ray with intelligent infinity. With appropriate preparation work, such as in tantric rituals, this can be achieved. On the sixth density, sexual energy transfer happens by complete fusion with the other. No blockages may occur at these two levels, and it's extremely rare among your people. Ra says that on the seventh density, there is no energy exchange because it is unnecessary to recycle body complexes. The division of sexual activity into simply of the body complex is an artificial division. All things being seen as sexual equally, the mind, the body, and the spirit, all of which are part of the polarity of the entity. Sexual fusion may be seen with or without sexual intercourse, to be complete melding of the mind, the body, and the spirit in what feels to be a constant orgasm of joy and delight, each in the other beingness. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and, as Ra would say, go forth rejoicing in the power and the peace of one infinite creator, Adonai.